come from my grandmother. My grandmother was the first African woman diplomat. And until today, as uncelebrated as she is until Cyril came into power, I wondered, what do we use with this education that she has collected over every single country that she's been able to be a diplomat in as an ANC member? And the second part was, why is she not recognized? And I slowly started to pick on African leaders who are women. And I tabled to the Gordon's Institute of Business a book asking, can we have an actual book that speaks about our African female leaders, enough for them to be able to understand that we cannot just always liken ourselves to the Michelle Obamas. We do have our local stories, and they might be fine beyond, but the story is told half and not all true. When we talk about the gay and what was just passed in Ghana, like I said, we have to do away with fossilized Eurocentric kind of thought. The world is changing, and with it, we must change. But as we change, we must also change in such a way that it does not completely steer away and does not have to invoke the idea that culture cannot put it in the system. And that's an issue we are fighting. That if you look at so many corporates and where their people work, some of the countries that they are going to, it will not be only about gayism today, it will not be about female genital mutilation today, it will not be, there's so many issues that culture has refused to adopt, but we are in the 21st century. It is quite ironic that we are thinking that the world is still static, it's fluid, and so must the policies and the things that we have put down as culture and tradition. We must move as to the sentiment like that.
One has deep-seated convictions around, be it faith, but equally in a secular context. I mean, people have got other views and other faiths. And again, I think, what brings that together is essentially the values that underpin in this instance, a corporate culture.
It seems difficult to pick just one person, Michael. I've been surrounded, I guess, by strong women my whole life. Yeah, thank you. Look, I mean, I have, before I get into the work environment, I've got two daughters, and they are, my eldest is 22 and the younger one is 18. And as they've grown up, I've kind of kept note, would I want my daughters to work in this place? And if the answer to that is no, then it's always been about, well, what can I do in a small way? Because I haven't always been in positions of authority. What can I do to make it into the kind of place that I would feel happy that my daughters were working in?
Are important because they truly would recognize the efforts made by our team. And look, it is also nice to feel recognized myself. So hey, wonderful awards, great opportunity to show what Hilton is all about. We are the preferred employer in the hospitality business today in the world, and we will work very hard in the Africa Indian Ocean team to be better, to be more successful, and to really make it happen in our hotels for our guests, but also for all our team members. Whatever race, whatever diversity requirement, whatever need, we are there to work together with our teams. Thank you and have a wonderful evening.
really struggling with mindsets and with ego and with stress and with resilience, more so big, massive way compounded now by COVID. And if we could get the word out there that, you know, the programs that we have run, for example, now with EW and NAMPAC and Old Mutual and a couple of others that have started to sort of take the work from working at a level where you helping individuals shift how they think, how they feel, how they act. You're shifting their level of awareness, you're shifting their level of emotional intelligence, you're shifting their level of stress. And therefore, they can be much more collaborative, much more innovative, much more healthier. We can build immune systems if we have the right understanding of our brains and the neuroscience. And if we could get that message out with a little bit more credibility, that would be absolutely fantastic. And, you know, my vision is to put, you know, thousands of people through this, if preferably through, you know, through large organizations and large bunches of people, especially those that are needing to transition their skills and are going to end up potentially not having the same amount of income or the same jobs that they had before. And I think we can make such a huge difference in this country and beyond with that. So, you know, we've got distributors now in Mexico and in the States, and we're looking at now Germany and Middle East. We're hoping for that to come through, so that all of these things help to build the credibility and the trust in that this is something that you can believe in and invest in.
What a pleasure it was for me to participate in this opportunity of discussing such an important topic. It brought back memories of many years ago, which subconsciously inspired me to embrace diversity and inclusion. During those days, it did not receive as much attention as today, though. I can never overemphasize the importance of creating awareness and breaking down stigmas, victimization, and segregation. And I'm fortunate to be part of this journey. I regard firstly the nomination and then being shortlisted as an affirmation of my goals and successes in both my personal and professional life. And simply being shortlisted spurs me on to continue to make a difference in the sector that I've been involved with for 30 years.